Can you believe it that you're here and you have two films?
It's insane.
Again?
It's like, it's not real. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, fully a dream. Yeah.
I hope it's real.
Yeah, I really hope it's real.
Congrats to both of you. Aftersun is getting pretty rave reviews here at Cannes. We were just speaking about this off camera, but what has it been like to take in these reviews and see how the film is being received?
It has been a very surreal dream. The premiere yesterday went so well. I think, we got a little bit of an ovation at the end, which was just wildly unexpected. I think we spent a couple of minutes wondering what was taking people so long to leave the theater, and then realized they were applauding, and then thereafter, the reviews came out, and it was just a really joyful afternoon to share with the whole team. It was really nice to see everybody's work called out, the cast, the crew. It's been amazing.
Paul, what has the experience been like for you so far here at Cannes?
It's genuinely been a dream. It's like to be here with a film that I'm so proud of, and to be sitting beside Frankie when a standing ovation happened was a pretty special moment, and then we got to hang out and have lunch, and and also going back to like the second screening and seeing the kind of anticipation of people that are enjoying the movie. So yeah, really, really exciting.
How did the two of you first come together on this project?
We reached out to Paul. We shared the script. He read the script 3 times, I think, before we spoke, which was something I respected a lot. I think that was more times than I had recently read the script. And we spoke over Zoom. Paul met with Frankie, which was a lot of fun. And it kind of was, I suppose, like you said earlier, like somewhat traditional in its casting process. Then we were able to have many conversations before we arrived on set.
Paul, what drew you to the subject matter? Because you're playing a father. You're not a father in real life. So
I am not.
What was it about this script that really took you in?
I think like father roles like kind of kill me as an audience. Like I love that kind of texture, and just the script as a whole. Like obviously Callum is so beautifully drawn by Charlie, but it's the film in its entirety. I was like, this is something that I'd be so proud to be involved in, and to have like Callum's private moments were always really interesting to me because of the perspective coming from Sophie. I was like really intrigued to get like a couple of like moments within the film where it's kind of a lot, or from a person's side, there's a lot weighing on it, and then to go into scenes with Sophie where you're trying to not show that was a challenge that I was looking forward to.
Did you draw off anyone for inspiration when stepping into this role of playing a father?
Probably my own dad in this way, because he's my reference point, but not in very different to Callum, I think. So no one specifically, but yeah.
Now, where did this idea come from for you?
I mean, right at the beginning, it came from flipping through old holiday photo albums. And I think like reaching my 30s and seeing how young my dad looked in some of those photographs, often with like a beautiful woman like in the near foreground. And I was like, oh, who is the subject of this picture? And just kind of took the seed of that idea and began to write about this young father and his daughter, drawing on personal experiences, obviously. And it kind of developed from there. It changed a lot from the starting point, but that kind of origin, that seed, that core relationship kind of endured through every draft of the script.
I know what you mean. I think we are around the same age. And at a certain point, you realize, oh my goodness, my parents were my age, and how were they doing
Exactly. I think like at this point, for my parents, I was like 13 years old. Just inconceivable to me. And so, yeah, it does. You start to reframe what their experiences might have been, like as a kid, you're so self-centered. The world does revolve around you, as far as you're concerned, and your parents are just parents. You don't think about their identities. You don't think about, their interior lives. And so that's really kind of where the script ended up going, was like thinking about that and kind of figuring out how to incorporate that point of view into the film.
Now, this is your feature debut. and to have it be here. You just spoke about, the applause and the standing ovation. I mean, it's probably hard to put into words what that's like, but also the main competition here at Cannes, there's only 3 films that come from female filmmakers. And you being so young and kind of stepping out here on the scene, what does that mean to you, and what do you think that says about the industry?
I think it's a huge privilege, and it feels like a huge privilege to be a part of La Semaine de la Critique. It's the artistic director Eva Cayen's first year. And so it's, I think you see a bit more balance in that program. And I feel really proud to be one of the films that she selected and to be kind of part of that generation of critics and film programmers. It's exciting.
You just spoke to being part of kind of this new generation, which is not just filmmakers, not just actors, but also critics, journalists. It's a kind of a cycle. Do you notice that there's more progress and it feels to be good momentum right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think like these are conversations that we're all having. It's obviously something I think about a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot of my favorite filmmakers are women, like I seek out work that I respond to, and many of those films happen to be directed by women. And so I think, of course, we're moving. I think there's still plenty, as you just pointed out, to be done. But yeah, those conversations are happening. And, I think if you do look to like the selection in La Semaine, you do see things, balancing out a little bit.
Paul, I don't know if this is just by coincidence, but you have worked with 2 first-time female directors very recently. What has that process been like to you? Do you notice a different sensitivity in direction?
Watching Charlie work and watching Anna and Celia work is like, there's just a total control and ease with what they do. It doesn't read to me. I'm like new to it, so I don't know what it's like to be working with a like director who's worked on 10 features or one. I just approach the directors and talk to them about their work, and watching them on set is like an absolute privilege, and what they've done is I'm just so incredibly proud to be a part of.